Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where of course it's a weekend and we will be doing some Happy Home Paradise customization. As per usual, there's one going out tomorrow, and tomorrow's a pre-recorded one because I probably will be busy tomorrow. I'm not busy with a whole day, but I'm busy in the evening. And it was mainly because I was expected to be too busy yesterday to actually record any Happy Home Paradise. You already heard us if you watch yesterday's episode, but maybe some people just watch Happy Home Paradise episodes, which is fair. But yeah, that's why tomorrow's episode will have me treating as if it's Friday, despite the fact it's Sunday. So, oh well. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:04 PM on Saturday, November 12th, 2022. So yeah, we're going to be doing customization as per usual. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about in these first few 5 minutes or whatever. I'm not that I can really think of anything off the top of my head, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, because we're here to vibe, and vibing means not having conversation. What does that even mean? I don't know. But the backlog, it needs to be rebuilt today, because as I mentioned before, I have basically no backlog. I have one video in the backlog right now, and it's a Mori video, I think coming out Monday, which is good, it was good to actually have something in advance, This week was quite busy for me, so, having no episodes in more, part of the reason I was busy was because I had no episodes in backlog. But there you go, I normally like to keep a buffer up of about 2 weeks or something, just in case, stuff happens and I get too busy for like a week or something. It's nice to be able to skip out. But anyway, should we make a prediction of who we're going to customize for? I think we're going to do Savannah. I don't even know if we've seen Savannah in Happy in Paradise, I'm not going to lie. She's a zebra. I know she was in my Wild World village for a while and then she left. As I all tend to do in Wild World after some time. I should really see my Wild World village and see if Lily is still there, because if she's still there, or if anything, it's kind of poetic if she's left, because it's she left a Wild World village, she came here to my New Horizons island. That's her big move. Oh, of course the game doesn't really work like that, but still. Anyway, I see we got Beardo, we got Annabelle. Who else we got? Oh, we got Sylvana. We have a lot of good options here. A lot of good. Well, actually, I don't know if their customizations are good, but a lot of interesting options as far as villagers are concerned, which is fun. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what I'm vibing with today, so we're just gonna improvise when we see. Obviously we improvise every time we see the customization options and prompts, but we're just gonna sort of vibe with what we see, what we get, and we're gonna hold on to what we got, because it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. Am I going to continuously quote Bon Jovi for the rest of this video? And the answer to that is going to be no. I think not. You're just like a garden. Okay, so you're a garden party? I don't understand why you have a sci-fi theme when you're dressed up as a knight. It's bizarre. Cooking with a lot of fresh veggies. Why are there so many nature-based ones? Toasty, that's even warm in the winter. Why make cheese when you can make it yourself? That's so specific. Let's do it, Limburg. Your name is Château, not Limburg. Also, wait, hold on. I need to switch my Joy-Cons to my non-drifty Joy-Cons. Back with Joy-Cons. I gotta get new Joy-Cons at some point, so they're not always, all of them are so drifty, but whatever. Yeah, let's go, Château. Let's make your cheese making factory. I don't even know what a cheese making place looks like. Cheese making. What is the location where you make cheese even called? Location? Like an indie cheese studio? I don't know. Bellissimo. I can't imagine there are that many cheese whatchamacallits, based items. So I'm not even sure how this is going to work. It's a thing of Happy Home Paradise. A lot of these customization options are kind of cool, but there's not enough furniture a lot of the time to make things work. So where are we going to put you? I don't think it matters. So let's just put you somewhere random. Who could have a friend? Rodeo, you can have a friend. Why not? Because this one, I don't think the outside matters at all, but, it seems like an interesting idea to have you on, a faraway island, that's how indie your cheese is, Where can you get the best cheese? Oh, you have to go on this offshore island, 2 hours by boat away from the nearest mainland or whatever, where this person called Château lives who makes the best cheese in existence, and you have it, and it's, heavenly, and it costs, £700 or something per wheel, and I don't know. What's my favourite type of cheese? I don't really know, actually. I do quite like camembert. I'm going to be honest, I kind of like all cheeses. Okay, that's not probably true. I haven't tried all cheeses, but most of the cheeses I've tried, I'm I like it. Cheese is just generally kind of good. And you might be like, oh, wait, aren't you lactose intolerant? And the answer is no, I'm not actually fully lactose intolerant. I have if I eat way too much, then probably it will become a problem, But it's not, I don't have enough that it stopped me, I suppose. Which maybe is something you end up regretting later, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going with some sort of indie vibes. Forest? Sure, why not? Like, it's such random, like, soundscapes. Like, why do we have an earthquake soundscape? It's such a specific soundscape to have, but then we don't have something like, I don't know. I don't even know what I would want. That we've been missing, but still. But there's some customizations recently, I'm pretty sure, where I was just like, I wish we had XYZ, and we just didn't. What? Ice cream case? Huh? Cauldron? I guess pipes might make sense. Oh, I see. Yellow paint to make it look like cheese. That's a horrific idea. I'm not really going to do that. We're going to make it look like an indie sort of, I don't really know how you make cheese. I know it's like, you know, milk, obviously, and then you, like, curds and whey, and then you just leave it for ages, and you let it age. Oh, that's what we should do. We should split this place in half, and we have, like, an aging area. But there's, like, there's so few cheese options. There are, in fact, no cheese foods. What? Your baked potatoes, bread gratin, spaghetti carbonara, and a pizza. Is cheese not even an option? What? What? But there are no cheese items in this game. That cannot be true. That simply cannot be true. New Horizons cheese. There's not just like a block of cheese. Yes, Animal Crossing New Horizons is celebrating cheese. What? Oh, there's a cheese rolling item. Oh yeah, double cluster cheese. Hold on. That's a special limited item we got once. Which I don't know if I still have, but I don't even know if I bought it during the time. When was this? I would have thought I got it, but maybe I didn't. That's literally the only cheese item in this game. Hold on. From today until May 1st. I mean, I guess I haven't really checked a special goods item for ages. When was this added? Like last year? Added 1 year ago. Weird. I just cannot believe there are like no cheese items. Not for sale on off. But, okay, we must have his item then. I think it only appears in your Nook shopping if you've ever held it or bought it, but that might not be true. In which case, let's try and search for it alphabetically. Here we go. Double Gloucester cheese. I was going to be... Where are you? I guess that makes sense. You're in the food section. For some reason, I thought you'd be in the seasonal item section. Okay, so we literally have one cheese item in this game. It's even crazier because it's a seasonal item. It isn't even one of the things you can do in Happy Home Paradise. How are you meant to do this customization without any cheese? I don't understand. Anyway, I don't like this bright theme. I kind of want to go with a much darker, not darker as in like evil theme, but like literally like a color-wise darker sort of indie theme. I feel like we should have like a wooden brick sort of theme. Like I want this to be like this is an old cheese making. Well, what is a cheese maker place called? Cheese making. Okay, hold on, Wikipedia. But there's like a industrial production. No, I don't want industrial production. I don't know. Okay. Like I just want to know what a cheese cellar. Oh, okay. But that's where you can like ripen them. But that's not what I want. I want like I just want like I don't want to say a factory because that's going to give me like industrial ones. I want like a artisan cheese maker. Hold on. Artisan cheese maker. This one is where references are very useful because I don't know that much about cheese making. Cheese making kit? Artisan cheese making course in Lancashire. Like workshop? Is that what would you call it? Like a cheese like a cheese cellar is just where they store the cheese, isn't it? Cheese cellar. Caprice? I don't even know what that means. I don't know what to search. Whatever. We're just gonna roll with it, okay? We're just gonna make basically an artisanal sort of kitchen. Is going to be the vibe we're going for. I think maybe this is actually where it's too bright a yellow flooring. That one's okay. This one's probably a little better. I don't know, you can say this is like cubes of cheese, so maybe we should roll with that one. Terracotta feels a bit more artisanal, doesn't it? Okay, let's roll with this terracotta. And then I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. We're going to have them... I don't know how big I want it to be, because if I want to make it artisanal, I do want to make it kind of small. And cozy, don't I? Because I want this to, like a cheese-making studio. Where it's sort of just like just you who lives here. You're not Limburg, Château. So we might do an 8x6. I think. Yeah, okay. I think we'll roll with an 8x6. No. Let's give it a bit of room to breathe. And we'll do this. We'll get our good old brick pillars out. Oh, that's red. Sticks out a bit like a sore thumb. Why is brown not an option? Green, white? No, okay. Let's use dark wood one then. We'll do something like this. So it's like a little thing here, and we're just gonna have shells of aging cheese. I don't think shells are even an option in this Happy in Paradise thing, which is bizarre. Like, how are you meant to be a cheesemaker? You don't even have a cheese cellar. You know, that would also be quite a nice thing if they added it to Happy in Paradise. Is that if you could have like multiple, when you do multiple stories, you can have what either going up or going down. There's no empty shelves though. There is, you know, the I'm not sure what to do then, because you can't really have shelves where you can put things on. We have clothing racks, but obviously that's absolutely nonsensical. There's no empty shelf item, which is bizarre, actually, now I think about it a bit more, but we can have like wall-to-wall cupboards or something, or have a back. Hold on, we could use one of the stock shelf like wallpaper things. Frozen foods, apparel, coffee shop. Aren't quite what I want. That's okay, but I can't put cheese on there, unfortunately. I think we're just gonna have to roll with it, to be honest. Okay, I think we're not gonna... No, we're gonna do a couple of shelves, but mainly we're gonna do tables. I think back here. I don't even know what shelf we could put down here. Like an iron shelf? Like, why would you age cheese on an iron shelf? Okay, we're in fact gonna abandon the shelf idea, and we're just gonna use tables. So I don't know what else to do, to be honest about that. Artisanal, vintage. Ooh, yes. The sound of my heart. The beat goes on. Na 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 na. And we'll just have basically just tables back here of cheese. In fact, you do need a little bit more room, so we're gonna have to do this. And really, it's just gonna be the same cheese over and over again, but. You know, there's not really much I can do about it. There's not really many cheese options. It's going to be a bit boring back here. So I think probably what I'm going to do is we're going to take out this back area and we're going to replace it with like stacks of boxes. So this is like where he keeps spare material or something like that, or other things. Meters and pipes is actually not a bad idea. I don't know why it'd be in here though. It'd probably be in here now. I think about meters and pipes, because you need to like feed with stuff. Barrels is not a bad idea. Barrels and like tankards of milk. Whoa. You really want us to do an industrial one, don't you? Damaged. My hat is damaged. So damaged. We're just going to pretend it's not damaged, and we're going to just pretend it's copper instead. Which way round does this even go? Is that the front? I don't really know. Looks right though. We're just gonna put that there. We're gonna put a butter churn? Why do you need a butter churn for making cheese? And then just like boxes, you know. I just want some boxes. Just like a stack of boxes. I don't even know where those are in this section, but you know, it'd be nice to find them. Here we go. Yes. caged cart, I think, is okay an idea. I don't even know what... I guess we got to have yellow as a sort of highlight colour, don't we? Ugh, that's like a gross colour of yellow, I'm not going to lie. I guess I'll be doing silver of a moon. Silver and brown. Silver, brown and yellow as maybe a highlight. Okay, I think we can roll with that. I think we can roll with that. And then what else would be reasonable to have back here? Like you would keep in storage. A fancy violin, of course. No, I think a bucket feels reasonable. Something like this. And this is just where the cheese comes to age. Let's keep the variation and the rotations going. And then maybe we could put like shelves above it and stuff. Okay, now we have a pipes. Part of me wants to put this here actually. So then it makes more sense of a pipe sort of just like directly connecting to it. I also kind of want to put a different flooring down here. Because I kind of want it to have quite dark flooring back here. We could do this as like a mini walkway. So it's sort of like a raised platform. Okay, I think we'll keep that just for a bit of visual interest. And again, we're going to make this rusted. Oh, we actually use a copper. Wait, hold on. Was there a copper option for this? There wasn't. Why have these got such different colour options? I don't know. But we're going to keep it copper like this. And then we're going to have these big vats of milk, probably. I don't really know how to, again, I don't really know how you make cheese. Milk cans feel reasonable to keep. Let's say he keeps them out front because, shrug. I didn't really think that far, but, you know. I'd imagine you need a lot of milk. So, here you go. Here's a lot of milk. In fact, why don't we give him different labels? So this is like all sorts of different milk. Brands and varieties. You know, he tries them all. He's even got his own handmade milk. Wait. He's got his own, like, you know, locally sourced milk, I mean. Not handmade. That's a bit of a weird way to phrase it. I didn't mean it like that. And we will put down some more of these things. Just to, like, give the illusion of a raised platform. You need a table. So I guess we have to put this table down. It very much seems like you wanted me to go for white and silver, a customization, looking at the options you gave. But, you know, I chose to refute that entirely. I guess a ranch kitchen is reasonable. Actually, hold on. Does this have an ancient, a vintage option? It does have a vintage option. Does this have a vintage option? I guess we can make our own vintage option. I don't know if we want stripes. Checkered pattern might be okay. I'm not sure. I kind of want a greyish pattern, but one that's not like particularly overwhelming. I think I'll go with that checkered one. Not this one. This one. Put the sink, I guess, here. I don't have a lot of space for it. Mainly because I made this place so small. But I think that'll be fine. And then, we need a stove. Why a pizza oven? A stew pot? Like, there's got to be... There's like a indie sort of stove option, isn't there? Right? Or I guess we can give you a campfire? I don't really know if you'd want that in a kitchen, but still. Compact kitchen. I think that's the best we got, to be honest, to making it kind of indie. I'm surprised the ranch kitchen, it doesn't even have like an oven or a stove option. I don't think we can put things on top of a clay furnace, but if we could run with that. No, it doesn't seem like it. But I think a clay furnace kind of fits a bit better, don't you? Doesn't that just seem right? And also looking at this, I'm starting to feel like maybe we should have a 8 wide room. But I don't know, when I look at it like this, doesn't this seem like really cozy? It's just when I'm looking at it from a bird's eye perspective, I'm like, yeah, there's not really a lot of space, but I think we're just going to have to work with it, to be honest. We're going to have to work. Like, we could move this back here. And I think it's an okay option. This is not customizable. I did not know that. Can we fill this up with milk or milk-like substance? Cream stew? None of this looks like milk. Okay, I mean, this could look like a very off milk. I think we'll just keep it empty. You know, he hasn't filled it up with milk yet. On here, we'll put the final cheese displays products. Then outside, I guess we'll... Oh, actually, maybe outside we have the final... We have, like, seating area for people to try cheese. Then inside, we just have the things of him preparing it. I think that makes sense to me. So, a cutting board. What else do you need to prepare cheese? I guess a knife block. Like, a lot of this stuff is quite nonsensical, I think, for a cheese making area. I guess... Scale? Do you need scales? You need, like, a cheesecloth, don't you? How about we put the stew pot over here? We can put dinnerware over here. Don't ever say it's over if I'm breathing. The song has been stuck in my head like the entire day. Star Walking by Little Nas X, if you're curious. Milk? Sure. Cartoon beverage. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. This has been a much weirder customization than I expected. I mean, I don't hate it though. I don't hate it. It feels very, and it's kind of got that sort of indie feeling. It's kind of similar to Freya's one actually. At least how I think I remember Freya's one. Like, I feel like Freya's was also meant to be an indie kitchen, wasn't it? Magnetic knife rack, my word. Let's just put this like... No, it was like no place to put this. Down here, but you can't even put it down there. I guess here. Let's put, again, what other sort of war-based items make a lot of sense. We want things to feel indie, of course, remember? A wall shelf for bottles. The old classic. Why have you stored this in the cheese room? I don't know. Don't question it. I would like to give you a clock. I think I'll give you an old pendulum clock just to make it, again, also feel quite indie. Something like here. And then we can give you a really like old antique phone. A black one, I guess, instead of vintage. Because, I don't know. I guess in my mind now, Château, despite the fact that you kind of look like you're meant to be like a young adult, you're now like an elderly grandpa. I feel like you probably can't put plants in a cheese cellar. I don't know why. I just something in my head is just like that's going to somehow affect the cheese maturing. I don't know if it would. But I don't think we want plants, you know. It's going to add too much of a splash of green. If anything, I think we want like a wooden plank sign. Could be quite fun. Ancient art of cheese making. Cheese grommet. That's a very high up phone. Now look at it. Like, you can't even reach it. Now you can. I'm not sure if I'm in love with a phone. I'm going to be honest. I'm not in love with the shape of phone. I think we're going to put it away and instead we're going to replace it with something else like a simple wall shelf. I don't think people sing that song anymore, I'm going to be honest. It's like a little cupboard here full of stuff. I also don't like that clock. So, I mean, maybe like putting paintings down could be okay. I think this might be okay, actually. I think this might be okay. Yeah, then outside we'll have like small seating area for like food, and maybe like more tankards of this milk stuff outside. I don't know. Let's look through like these cheese areas. I can't believe this is a customization options with no cheese in this game, apart from the one seasonal item. I think probably what people have done is they've probably done a cheese like factory, which I think is exactly what they're trying to vie for. But you know what? Also, now think about it. If we wanted a cheese cellar, we probably should have given you a stone, like a brown brick wall rather than a wooden wall. I don't know why we did this. I mean, I guess it kind of is bricky, but Let me just see if there's a better one first. Because that'd be nice. Otherwise, I'm starting to think the flooring might be a bit too bright is also something that was on my mind. But I'm not sure. I didn't realise, and never even crossed my mind to do a customization of like a flooring, but yeah, I guess you could. Turkey Day flooring? Why is this Turkey Day flooring? If it was just a bit of a different colour, like a little bit darker, I think it would work. No, that's too dark. I don't mind the terracotta one. It's just a bit too bright, I think. Oh, flagstone's interesting. That looks quite rustic, doesn't it? I'm not certainly in love with it, but I don't think there's literally going to be any other opportunity we're going to use this flooring, so we might as well. What else does a cheese-making factory need? What if I just said cheese-making factory? Cheese-making factory. It's not really going to have the vibes I want. My god, that is a massive vat of cheese. I don't think... Is that like a folded cloth item? I don't think there is. We should probably give you lighting of some sort. We're going to subtly make it a little bit yellow to reflect the cheese sort of nature. Oh, that is a bright yellow reflection. You can see that like on that wall. Who knew that wallpaper was so glossy? Ceiling decor. Okay, what are the recommended ones? Oh, a vertical split curtain actually makes a lot of sense, I think. In between here. Don't ever say it's over if I'm braving. I think we'll just keep that, you know. Match your patterns. Race into the moonlight. We could put a rug down actually in the middle. We do have a bit of a big empty space here. Nordic pendant light. With not a single yellow option. Enamel lamp. It's not even yellow. I didn't even click yellow. I don't really like this colour of yellow though. But it's going to be like the only highlight of cheese feeling we're going to get, so... No, maybe we keep that in the dark. It stands out a bit too much for me, I'm not going to lie. Like, I know yellow is meant to be a highlight colour and all, but not that sort of like electric yellow. Much more of a subtle yellow would be nice. I think we'll keep this here, and I think I will put a decorative rug down. I don't think there is a cheese rug, unfortunately, but like this could kind of look like a cheese wheel, maybe. It doesn't really look like a cheese wheel when you put it out like that, huh? Maybe just like a small yellow round mat. Is that better? Like, pulled out from a wall like that? No, that's too regimented. But at least this way you could actually go to the pipes. I think I'm inclined to keep it like this. I don't think there's a perfect layout for these sort of things, so you know, perhaps it's not worth fussing over as much. Steam shine. No, face the other way, face the other way. What are you doing? Okay, I don't know how I managed that. It was sort of like a bit of a block pushing puzzle to actually get things facing the right way, but have a bit of steam shine in there. I don't really know if anything else needs it. I guess we could do fuzzy bubs on the cheese, but even then that's a bit strange. Here you go. What do you think this cheese is? That's going to be a Roquefort. This is going to be a Brie. This is going to be a Gorgonzola. This will be a Cheddar. This will be Swiss. And this will be Wensleydale. Turns out there's lots of types of cheese, huh? I also want to do an outfit for you while we're here. Château. Apparently chef outfit is the only option, which I guess I'll roll with. Not sure if it's exactly what I wanted, but I don't think it doesn't fit. So, you know, I think we'll do that. But I don't think I'll give you the chef's hat. I think we'll give you... Oh, wait, hold on. Is it a top? I thought it was an outfit. But I think we'll give you... Oh, we can't give you yellow. We'll give you brown. I think I'll give you a do-rag instead of... Instead of a chef's hat. There's no brown one, which is surprising to me, actually. Isn't there like a terry cloth as well? Terry cloth? Terry cloth nightcap. That's not what I meant. Terry cloth do-rag. Oh, there's no brown option. Oh, there is a brown option. There we go. I think that works pretty well. You look very indie. Oh, wait, hold on. We absolutely got to give you like hipster glasses, like wooden frame glasses. I think could work very well. Because frankly, mice are one of the ones which do wear the glasses quite normally. I kind of like these ones. The bottom rimmed. Just something which feels very hipsterish. Oh yes, absolutely that one. Look at that. You look like someone who's knowledgeable in cheese making. I don't even know what it means. Okay, so outside we're going to just do a nice little kind of cheese restaurant, but also storage facility area. I don't think we're going to go wild or crazy with that sort of thing. We want to keep it small. So I think we'll go with this one. No, I think I want a tiled roof, to be honest. Greige? Greige? Like grain beige? I don't know if that wasn't even an option, but hey ho, what do I know? A little too high and a little too low. Rustic door. I like rustic doors. Guess we'll just have to go with maple. So I'll pop you... Here we've got no, we can put table here, table here. We can have storage things over here, methinks. We have used all your recommended items. I kind of want smaller tables than those massive ones, but where is the tankard? The tank. Tanks of our memories. Well, we can't really line them up back here, but we can do these, and then we could put like loads of barrels. It all being barrels is perhaps a little bit boring, so we're going to replace some of these barrels. We're going to have 3 barrels, like that. Then we can have some milk back here as well, in case people are like, ooh, I want to take home my own milk can. You might be like, why would people do that? I don't know. Okay, I didn't think that far in my hypothetical scenario. So do something like this. Maybe we can keep some of these a little bit empty. Season-wise, I think we want fall. Fall just feels a bit more hipstery, artisanal, don't you think? And also it matches the colour scheme a lot better. Time-wise, just like maybe like a mid-afternoon. I mean, it's very tempting to give you that, but I don't think that's the right sort of vibe. That's a bit of a harsh sunlight. Raining? It's very windy today. No, we'll keep it like that. I think that's good. And then let us put some seating arrangements down. Like, I would like a 1x1 table. Is that too much to ask for? Is it game? There's no ranch tea table. Well, there is, but it's a big one. Okay, well, we'll just do a rattan table. I think a rattan table could work. What are rattan chairs? I don't remember. Armchairs. Okay. Wasn't super the vibe I meant, but I think it'll work. I think it's cozy. It doesn't really look like a cafe though. A seaside cheese cafe. Certainly now you've heard of everything. And the sea will very much be lapping at your feet if you sit on that chair, so, you know, just be a bit careful, I suppose. But that's what people are here for. They're here to take a load off and just sort of just eat a load of cheese, I think. Otherwise, why else would you go to the middle of nowhere? Just the most exquisite cheese you've ever seen. And we'll just have one more table, I think, here. It's a bit samey, isn't it? So I think we're actually going to just keep one table here. We're going to move this one here. And we're going to move this one actually here. Let's do it like this. And the other stuff, I don't really know. I haven't really thought what else makes sense outside. I think the answer is probably like nothing, but still. Red gratin, spaghetti carbonara. Okay, let's do 4 seating arrangements outside. Because we've already got 4 recommended food items, so we might as well. Is my take on it. A mini cheese restaurant. Which one did we miss out? This one. And then okay, this needs to be shifted over 1. And then what? I'm not really sure. Not really sure what else to put. Like, I guess I'll put a butter churn. At least it looks a bit rustic, despite the fact it's a bit nonsensical. Well, it's not nonsensical. There is a lot of milk here. At the very least. Maybe let's just put some trees down. On the sand? Like a foolish man who once tried to make a house on sand. We are now planting trees on sand. And loving it. Oh. I think I'll be fine. Can we do paths? We can't do paths, can't do fences, of course. Why would you ever want to put a fence on sand? It doesn't make any sense. Like, are you even listening to what you're saying? It just all looks a bit empty, doesn't it? It just doesn't quite feel right. But I don't know what else to do. I mean, there's just not the furniture items I feel like I need to facilitate more. I mean, hibiscus is a bit of a... Oh, I do like the coloration of this hibiscus bush though. So I guess I'll put some down. Sundown. Something city in the old town. I can't remember how that S Club 7 song goes. I think that's fine. Maybe let's not overcomplicate it. You got kind of a vibe. The outside's not important. I was almost tempted to say the inside's also not important in this customization either. So really, is any of it important? Probably, but you know, I didn't stretch. Well, I did stretch just now, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm vibing with this one as much as I feel like I could be. You know, I felt like it was a bit of a hard prompt to particularly get much mileage out of. And I feel like the artisanal angle, I don't know. I don't think it was the right idea. Anyway, Château. What was the prompt? Cheese Maker's Chateau. I also didn't give him a place to like live in, but whatever. So this one's just like a nice... Okay, so this person just made like a nice little apartment and just gave him basically like cheese making as a hobby. Oh, I should have definitely used the stalls. The stalls to make like a little shop area. This isn't even Happy in Paradise customization, that's just on their island. This person made like a fancy restaurant. This person made like an industrial one. This one's quite like, you know, quaint. Again, made an actual house apartment. This one's a bit more industrial. This one again is more like a house. No one just made like a cheese workshop area like I did. Which is probably for good reason, because it's not very easy to do. I don't think. And I suppose you did ask for Château, so you probably did want like an actual living space. But you know, cheese is your life. Why don't you just go sleep in a cheese cellar or something? You know. What am I saying? Okay, so a lot of these are pretty good. Unsurprisingly. You know, but people tend to be quite good at customizing. When we're on here, I actually think I want to put you here, like next to a cheese. And we'll have a very interesting angle. Interesting angle. It's a bit of a weird place to put you. I don't think this is great photography skills, but I do want to kind of see most of a house. I don't really like that angle. I guess the answer is we don't take a picture of you over there, but hey, Château, excuse me, we're taking pictures here? You're not allowed to move? I know I haven't made it particularly interesting for you, because I'm still trying to find the right angle, but, you know, it's a modelling gig, you know, you got to get used to it. Sure, why not? Eat a sandwich in your cheese salad. I'm sure that will probably not mess things up in the slightest, but I'm heading back. It's, yeah, I don't know. I think it is a bit of a hard prompt to do, certainly, because, at least with its direction. Like, I feel like if I did an actual factory, it probably would look a bit better, but, a little more cohesive is what I'd say, but, I don't really feel like doing a factory, I'm going to be honest. But I'm finished for today. Could have been better, could have been worse. That is just the way she blows. Any way the wind goes. With Happy in Paradise, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's like, eh. And I don't mean it in a negative sense, like, oh, I hate this customization I've done. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's just like, yeah. I just wish I was a bit, you know, it was just missing a certain je ne sais quoi, you know, to really sort of elevate it to the next level. But, you know, so be it. Actually, this person used the stone kitchen, which probably would have been better than using the furnace, in retrospect. I forgot about the stone kitchen, to be honest. The rest of the results might not be what you're looking for. I don't know. Anyway, let's bring up Château Wikipedia, because I'm going to need to copy paste. Château no, not Cheddar Wikipedia. Château Wikipedia, because I'm going to need to copy paste the name of his customization, and we're going to round up this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscriptions, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope you see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.